Welcome, spectators from every corner of the galaxy, to the ultimate showground of destiny, power, and absolute glory. I am your presiding judge, the keeper of the whistle and the ancient laws of this ground, and today you witness something the stars have never seen before. Forget the Star Destroyers, forget the lightsabers, and forget the endless galactic civil wars that have plagued our history. Today, the eternal conflict between the dark side and the light will be settled on a very different field of battle. A game of fan-made galactic soccer. The energy in this custom stadium is purely electric, with millions of fans from the core worlds to the outer rim filling the stands to capacity. Look upon the pitch before us. On the dark side of the turf stands the formidable squad of the Sith. In goal, surrounded by Dark Command, sits Emperor Palpatine himself, cackling with anticipation. Their defensive wall features the imposing metallic presence of General Grievous, the cold strategic mastermind Admiral Thrawn, the shadowy Grand Inquisitor, and the ruthless Governor Price. Holding the midfield with unpredictable grit are Boba Fett, Moff Gideon, and Tobias Beckett. Up front, leading a terrifying strike force, we have the fiery Kylo Ren, the relentless Darth Maul, and their captain, the Dark Lord himself, Darth Vader. Opposing them on the sunlit half of the field is the heroic lineup of the Jedi. Guarding the net with incredible height and strength is none other than Chewbacca. The defensive line is anchored by the wise Obi-Wan Kenobi, the armored protector, the Mandalorian, and the sturdy, resilient Finn. Controlling the midfield with speed, quick thinking, and daring plays are Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Poe Dameron. On the wings, charging forward with immense spiritual potential, are Rey and Luke Skywalker. And controlling the entire tempo from the high vantage point in the center circle is the legendary Master Yoda. As judge, I hold the glowing sphere of energy that serves as our match ball today. I step up to the center spot, carefully placing the orb on the grass. The atmospheric shield hums above us, and the roar of the crowd reaches a deafening pitch. I raise my horn to my lips, blow a sharp signal, and this legendary battle officially begins. Immediately, the game explodes into action. Yoda taps the ball lightly to Luke Skywalker. Luke moves forward smoothly, but Darth Maul comes lunging in with incredible speed, executing a double-footed sliding tackle that lifts a cloud of turf into the air. Luke lifts the ball just in time over Maul's horns, flicking it across to Rey on the left wing. Rey sprints forward, her eyes fixed on the target, but Governor Price steps up to block her angle. Rey uses a rapid step over, leaping past Price, and sends a soaring cross right into the penalty box. Han Solo leaps into the air, aiming a flying header toward the top corner of the net. But Emperor Palpatine stretches out his hands from between the posts, using a sharp burst of instinct to swat the ball away just in time. The rebound lands right at the feet of Admiral Thrawn, who clears it upfield with calculated precision, setting it straight past the halfway line. The ball lands on the boot of Moff Gideon, who immediately initiates a lightning-fast counterattack for the Sith. Gideon sends a sharp ground pass to Kylo Kylo charges toward the box, driving forward with aggressive power and reckless abandon. The Mandalorian slides in with a perfect, clean tackle, his Beskar armor gleaming in the sun, stripping the ball right off Kylo's feet. The crowd cheers at the defensive brilliance, but Boba Fett ambushes from behind, snatching the loose ball and firing a rocket of a shot toward the top corner. Chewbacca roars, leaping across the goal line to tip the ball over the crossbar with his fingertips. What an incredible save from the big Wookiee. The Sith take a corner kick. Tobias Beckett steps up, placing the ball carefully on the arm. He lofts a spinning ball high into the center of the box. General Grievous activates all four of his arms to push through the crowd, rising above everyone to attempt a powerful header. But Obi-Wan Kenobi reads the trajectory perfectly, stepping in front of Grievous and calmly flicking the ball away with his head to clear the danger. Obi-Wan turns, looks up, and spots Poe Dameron making a blistering run down the right flank. Obi-Wan lofts a gorgeous 40-yard pass directly onto Poe's path. Poe controls it mid-stride without losing a single beat of speed. The Grand Inquisitor races to intercept him, but Poe executes a brilliant roulette turn, leaving the Inquisitor trailing in his dust. Poe looks up and spots Luke Skywalker breaking free into the center. Poe delivers a low, hard cross into the 6-yard box. Luke connects with a dynamic volley. The ball flies toward the net like a meteor, past the outstretched arms of Palpatine, and strikes the inside of the post, before sweeping into the back of the net. Goal for the Jedi! The stadium erupts! Luke celebrates with his teammates as the Jedi take the early lead. Darth Vader stands at the center circle, staring down the pitch with absolute anger, his respirator breathing heavily in the quiet tension before the restart. As I signal for the play to resume, Vader kicks off to Kylo Ren. The Sith are playing with intense, furious pressure now. Vader himself pushes forward into an attacking role, demanding the ball with a wave of his hand. Kylo passes it straight to his leader. Vader drives forward, ignoring the physical challenges of Finn and Leia, using sheer force of presence to barge his way through the middle of the pitch. Vader reaches 30 yards out, looks up, and unleashes a thunderous low drive. The ball blasts through the grass, swerving wildly in midair. Chewbacca dives at full stretch, but the shot carries too much power and spin, clipping the inside of the left post and exploding into the mesh. Goal for the Sith. Darth Vader levels the score with an unbelievable strike from distance. With the game tied at 1-1, both teams push their limits as the intensity ramps up even further. Master Yoda takes control of the tempo in midfield, making tiny subtle touches that leave Moff Gideon and Beckett chasing shadows. Yoda threads a needle-like pass through to Princess Leia. Leia sees Finn making an overlapping run on the right wing and feeds him smoothly. Finn fires a low shot across the face of the goal, but Admiral Thrawn slides in at the very last second to block the attempt out for another corner. On the resulting corner kick, Rey swings the ball high into the heart of the box. Darth Maul attempts to clear it, but his header goes straight up into the air. Han Solo reacts faster than anyone else, leaping up to perform a spectacular bicycle kick. The ball flies toward the roof of the net, but Palpatine makes a breathtaking reaction save, punching the ball clear over the bar with lightning reflexes. The Sith try to build up play from the back again. Thrawn passes to Governor Price, who looks for an opening down the left touchline, but Poe Dameron tracks back brilliantly, tackling Price with precision and winning possession back for the Jedi. Poe quickly lays it off to Yoda, who drops his shoulder to beat Boba Fett and sends a lofty pass over the top to Luke. Luke takes it down cleanly on his chest, turns, and fires on the half-volley, but the shot ricochets off the crossbar with a loud clang. The crowd gasps as the ball bounces high out of the penalty area. Kylo Ren gathers the clearance and drives up the left wing, his movement chaotic and full of rage. He cuts inside, bypassing the Mandalorian, and bends a curling shot toward the far post. Chewbacca leaps through the air, extending his massive arms, and manages to hold onto the ball securely before dropping to the turf. He quickly looks up and throws the ball long toward the halfway line, catching the Sith defense completely off guard. Rey wins the long throw, out-muscling Tobias Beckett, and drives straight down the pitch. She cuts inside past the Grand Inquisitor and fires a blistering strike toward the bottom corner. Palpatine dives low to his right, barely getting his fingers to the ball, pushing it onto the post. The rebound rolls loose in the box and Han Solo slides in to tap it home, but General Grievous makes a desperate block right on the goal line. Keep the ball out! The action is non-stop, flowing back and forth across the pitch with incredible velocity. Moff Gideon takes the ball out of the defense, linking up with Boba Fett in a tight 1-2 sequence that bypasses the Jedi midfield. Fett sends a through ball into the path of Darth Maul, who uses incredible agility to turn past Finn and race toward the goal. Chewbacca rushes off his line to narrow the angle. Maul attempts a cheeky chip over the keeper, but Chewbacca stands his ground, catching the ball high above his head and halting the attack instantly. Chewbacca rolls the ball out to Obi-Wan Kenobi, who calms the play down with composure. Obi-Wan surveys the pitch, playing a patient pass to Master Yoda. Yoda dances past Tobias Beckett once more, distributing the ball out wide to Princess Leia. Leia delivers a dangerous curling cross into the box, where Luke Skywalker climbs high above Thrawn to direct a header toward goal. Palpatine leaps into action again, making an acrobatic double-handed save to tip it over the bar for a corner. Rey steps up to take the corner kick once more. She drops a delicate curling ball near the front post. Obi-Wan Kenobi ghosted into the box, unnoticed, and flicks a smart header toward the far corner. But Governor Price clears it off the line with a dramatic overhead kick. The Sith counterattack immediately through Darth Vader, who carries the ball 50 yards down the center of the pitch, shrugging off tackles from Finn and Poe Dameron. Vader unleashes another absolute missile from distance, but Chewbacca leaps to his left, making an unbelievable catch to deny the Dark Lord. My whistle sounds loudly across the pitch for halftime. What a breathtaking first period of fan-made galactic soccer we have witnessed. The intensity, the tactical skill, and the pure passion on display from both sides is unlike anything ever seen in the galaxy. The score remains deadlocked at 1-1, and players head to their respective sidelines to regroup, one thing is completely clear. This game is far from over, and the final half will echo through the stars forever.